So, is this on?
Last man standing!
Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of What's Wrong with Wrestling. I'm Andrew Pisano, along with my brother Joe Pisano, and not Eric Slamilton Hamilton.
Yeah.
The part-time champion is not here. That's why he's the part-time champion.
You know, he only doesn't show up when he's champion. He literally is he's a full-time wrestler.
Right.
But when he's holding the title, part-time champion.
Yeah.
So
what is that about?
Hey, it happens.
I can't come tonight. Left work early, not feeling good, and now I have a fever.
Hey, how many grown men have told you that they had a fever?
I know one.
All right, man. Get well soon. We'll see. So back again to a two-man booth, old school style.
That's right.
I'm excited.
Hope you like that.
Look, I'm going to try to be the positive one this week, and I won't be.
You did that last time.
There was really
Didn't work
nothing.
out.
There was one moment that I liked, and I'll tell you about it when
You had a best moment. I'm trying to remember what
when we
I
get
put
there.
for best moment.
when we get there.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It wasn't really a moment. But anyways, yeah. We have two new patrons this week.
Yeah.
So
nice.
thank you to Eddie Weathers and Matt Judd.
Great name.
Yeah. Judd,
Yes.
Matt,
Judd.
Eddie, Weathers.
Eddie Weathers is like a great name.
All of those.
I hope you're on the news someday. But Matt Judd. Hey, where's Matt Judd?
Yeah, where is that guy? Kind of sounds like Judd Apatow.
Good friend of mine, Matt Judd.
Matt Judd, yeah.
So thanks. Appreciate the Patreon, guys. Every week, more and more. It's
Oh,
amazing.
yeah, it's awesome.
The show is blowing up. And if you're not a Patreon, let me tell you something. We just recorded. Is it out there yet for Patreons?
It's out there.
We just recorded a theme music tournament bracket
Yes.
podcast.
The best WWE theme
What was
song
it,
of
2
all
hours?
time. It was almost 2 hours, yeah.
Almost 2 hours, and we got a winner. We're not going to reveal it.
Of course not.
You'll have
We
to
can't-
pay some money.
We can't do that here.
Go out there and donate.
Sign
'Cause
up
a lot
on
of
our
people are.
Patreon.
We appreciate all of you. Thank you.
It's got some good bonus stuff. We got the NXT podcast on there and everything. It's good stuff.
Yeah, and I was even thinking for September's featured podcast,
Yeah.
maybe we do an all-in recap.
Oh. Yeah, sure. We could do that. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because I'm going to want to watch it because I think cool things could happen.
Right.
They could happen.
Well, we'll probably not know who a lot of these people are, but, you
Nah.
know, we'll see. I mean, you know,
We'll
you
have
got
Eric
the
to
Young
tell us.
Bucks. We know Cody, and Joey Ryan will probably be there with his
Right.
dick move. And
Yeah, dick moves.
we'll see. So on to the Monday Night Raw recap.
Yeah,
Starts off with the monster among men.
he's a monster.
and
among
Braun,
men.
Right, yeah, really.
Yeah.
And Braun says, when I see the Money in the Bank briefcase, I get motivated because that contract guarantees me a universal title opportunity at any given time at any arena in the entire world. Well, not exactly.
No, not really.
What it guarantees you is, I think, 4 or 5 times a year when Lesnar actually shows up.
Yes. That's it.
And yeah,
That's, oh my God, yeah. To cash it on Lesnar,
Yeah.
you get about 4 chances.
right.
Then it expires. It does expire, doesn't it?
Yeah, in a year.
It's a 1-year
It's
contract.
a 1-year thing.
Wow.
So that tells us a few things. Either someone's beating Lesnar. No. What that tells us is that a Raw superstar is not winning the Money in the Bank contract this year.
That's what it tells us.
Because what? They're going to cash in on Lesnar on Raw? No, he doesn't fight on Raw. On a pay-per-view, maybe?
Yeah.
And
Yeah? No? Yeah?
I don't know.
Look,
I don't see it happening. I just don't see them doing that to him. I don't think at this point, I think at this point they don't know what to do with
They
Lesnar.
don't.
They
They
don't.
don't.
Because a whole year of, you know, we knew from last year that the main event would be Roman versus Lesnar at WrestleMania. Why would you plan that out for a year just to have Roman lose again? Why? It doesn't make sense.
I don't
Obviously, we're not fans of Roman, but why plan it out for a year just to have him lose?
We're not fans of Roman, but we wanted him to win at WrestleMania so badly.
Yeah.
We did because we want the title to be on the show. Mm-hmm. Of course, it's not.
Right.
But Yeah, so Braun, when he's talking, like he's eating something still and trying to be monstrous,
That's it.
let the guy just be himself. That's always the best way to do it.
Right.
You know, when I think of the briefcase.
Right.
Just let him be himself. Hey, guys, I'm going to win this thing. I'm going to crush everybody.
Yeah.
Like, let him talk normal.
Yeah.
He probably sounds monstrous anyway.
Yeah, he does.
But he doesn't have to talk like a caveman.
Right.
It doesn't work for me.
And I don't know. I think the majority of fans will just chant anything, because I still don't get the you're gonna get these hands. That's not catchy. To me, it's not catchy. I don't know how you feel about it, but to me, it's stupid.
I'm glad you said it, because it's not great.
No,
It's not great at all. But he has it, so.
And
It'll be there forever.
Now there's a shirt that Eric wants. I'm surprised he doesn't have it yet. So yeah, he says Lesnar's going to get these hands, and then Finn Balor comes out and says what he's been saying since he came back, that I never lost the Universal title, and I'm going to win Money in the Bank and get back what's mine.
Yeah.
Balor Club.
Balor Club.
Yeah.
The club.
And then Braun tells Finn, you put up a good fight last week for a little guy.
Oh.
So that upsets Balor. He stops.
Shots fired.
He stops smiling.
Yeah.
He slaps Braun in the face.
Yeah.
And then gets thrown out of the ring.
Then Braun throws him literally like a 360 in the air.
Yeah.
And he goes flying across the ring and rolls out.
Then Kurt Angle comes out. Everyone tells him he sucks. And he announces a rematch between the two to take place right now. So the last thing we saw on Raw last week was Braun Strowman versus Finn Balor.
The last thing, yeah.
And then the first thing we see on Raw this week is Braun Strowman versus Finn Balor.
Yes. Ugh.
Something's not right there.
Ugh.
Something is not right there. That's like if Stone Cold back in the day hit Vince with a stunner, and then Raw opens with Vince laying in the middle of the ring, still passed out from the stunner, and Stone Cold's there,
Yeah, remember when I just stunned him a minute ago? Not last week. It was right now.
If they have a 3-hour show and they don't think they have enough content to fill that show, that they have to keep repeating things, maybe you shouldn't do a 3-hour show.
right.
There's plenty of other things you can do at that time.
Yeah,
Plenty of other things.
right.
You can have picnics, barbecues,
And
dance-offs.
And we knew.
Anything.
Oh no.
Anything.
Oh,
No, but seriously,
foreshadowing.
They had a good match. That should have been it.
Yeah.
Until there's a title on the line someday.
Right.
Don't do it again, because we knew you can't have Braun win both of those. You can't really have Balor go over
You're
on
not
Braun.
going to
He's
have
a
Balor
monster.
beat Strowman.
We knew as soon as that bell rang, that's a no-finish match. We knew it.
Because Kevin Owens was out on commentary.
Yes.
Which, he's great at that.
Yes.
They also showed Bobby Roode watching backstage, and Owens took a shot at him while they showed Bobby Roode, and Bobby Roode reacted to it. So he's just standing there watching the match, and then we hear Kevin Owens say, "Oh, Bobby Roode, what is, he's trash or whatever," and then Roode's like, he reacts to it, which was kind of funny.
It's funny that he can hear it, for sure.
So KO then grabs a microphone to antagonize Strowman into hurting Balor more during the match. He's like, "Come on, Strowman, you're the monster. That's all you could do. Come on, you could hurt him some more." So Braun gets mad, and it works. And then they did a spot where Strowman knocked Balor into a couple of planted security guards on the other side of the barricade.
Plants.
Right. Owens then yells at Balor to antagonize him into beating up Strowman. And Balor, he actually gets the upper hand. He hits the coup de grace on Braun, but doesn't go for a pin because he knows one coup de grace won't do it. So instead, he climbs the ropes for another one, but then KO runs to the ring and knocks Balor off, causing a DQ finish.
You don't even try one pin? Not even one?
No, don't even try it.
You might as well not.
Right. Owens then grabs a ladder under the ring and hits Finn with it. He tries to hit Strowman as well, but Braun takes the ladder away from him. KO runs up the ramp as Braun throws the ladder out of the ring. And they're like, "Oh my God, he threw it so far." He threw it 7 feet out of the ring. I mean, yeah, Braun's a strong guy, but that wasn't some impossible feat that they like to brag about.
They tried to overplay it for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
So then we go backstage where Kevin Owens is trying to get the hell out of Dodge before Strowman kills him, but the valet guy is giving him some trouble.
Hey, I need the keys to the gray car right there. Okay, come on. I just need to see your car.
Take it! Just get the keys! Get the keys! Get the keys! Get the keys!
Oh!
So great.
Kevin Owens at his best. That reminded me of in Armageddon when the old man spots the comet and then he's yelling at his wife, "Go get the book! Get the book! Get the book! Get the book! Get the book!" Yeah. But yeah, classic Kevin Owens there being funny. Kurt then walks up and tells Kevin, "You're not going anywhere because you have a match against Bobby Roode tonight. So get to the locker room and change." Basically, is what he told him.
Yeah.
Right?
Bobby Roode versus Kevin Owens.
Yep.
We should be way more excited about this match.
Right. My favorite Twitter account, WWE Creative Humor, tweeted like, "If this was NXT, you would be so excited right now."
You'd be losing
like,
your
yeah,
mind. It said, yeah.
Seriously.
Like, yeah, we would be.
Yep.
Unfortunately,
It's
it's
just
a match on Raw.
It's just a match that has zero build.
Zero build.
The only build is Kevin Owens like making fun of him on commentary. That's it.
Yep.
Next up, we have, ladies and gentlemen, Elias. And because Elias is so over, they just have Elias sit there and demand silence from the crowd for 5 minutes because it's the only way he can get booed. Like, if you just sit out there and do nothing, then it's like, yeah, eventually we're going to be tired of that bullshit.
Yeah.
Because it sucks.
What I love is he's so over right now that when he does make fun of the crowd,
Yeah.
they laugh.
Right.
Instead of boo, it's like, boo, boo, boo. Like, that's what it sounds like. You can hear it.
Right.
They're loving it. They're like, yes.
But this time he's just like, shut up. I'm going to be here all day. Shut up. But basically, they go to commercial and they're like, Elias will be in the ring next. They come back. Elias is in the ring. He talks, tells everyone to shut up. They go to commercial again.
Yeah.
And then when they come back from commercial, Seth Rollins comes out because he has a match.
Yeah.
And he throws the stool out of the ring, and then Elias leaves. But, like, come back from commercial, Elias, come back. He's still there.
I've decided he's the perfect Money in the Bank winner.
Yeah.
The perfect Money in the Bank winner.
Sure.
Like, you hear that strum of the guitar when someone's down.
Again, yeah, like, who is
amazing.
one of our fans, I'm sorry I forgot, but they said, like, his Money in the Bank briefcase should be his guitar, like, holder or whatever.
Guitar case? Yeah.
Guitar
that'd be cool.
case, yeah. So that would be awesome. Next up, though, we have Seth Rollins versus Jinder Mahal for the IC title, and Michael Cole's crush on Seth is getting worse.
Corey, I think Seth Rollins is the hottest superstar in WWE today.
The hottest superstar in WWE.
He says it every week.
Yeah.
Every week.
He's just so hot. That's Seth Rollins. And I did like his outfit this week. The all red, and it looked more like classic Rollins.
I love that outfit.
Yeah.
That should be like his pay-per-view outfit.
Right.
Or like his big 4, big 5 pay-per-view outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks great. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So Sunil Singh gets thrown out for grabbing Seth's leg, but Mahal hits Seth with a chair while the ref is ejecting Singh. Mahal goes for the cover, but Seth kicks out. Sunil then gets back on the apron. Seth flips him into the ring and buckle bombs him onto Mahal in the corner. That was really cool.
But how is that not interference?
Because he didn't hit Seth, so that's why they didn't ring the bell.
Sure.
But right. That's their logic, not mine.
I know. This was a good match filled with like, oh my God, I think Seth might drop the title here.
Yeah.
Like there were some of those moments where you thought they could happen.
Seth then grabs the steel chair and his frustration gets the better of him. He hits Mahal with it, getting himself disqualified and recording his first loss since the Raw before Mania.
Which, yeah. Like, I didn't love that per se because I thought he's so hot. He's on this winning streak.
Yeah.
Mahal now has to get a rematch, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Next week, I'm sure.
Right.
Just to delay it.
Yeah.
But I guess his streak wouldn't have mattered. Like,
no.
He's on a hot streak of him holding that title.
Again, the big rumor is the reason why he's, winning he's winning every week because he's putting the title up. But the reason why he was on this undefeated streak was to make everyone think like, oh, maybe he could beat Lesnar. Maybe he's the next guy and maybe he could beat Lesnar. Of course he won't. But just to try to make everyone think that he can.
Who will, though? Someone has to.
Maybe never. Maybe no one. Maybe he'll just hand Vince the belt one day and be like, I'm retiring.
Goodbye, Lesnar. You were the best.
I don't know. We'll see.
You have a guy that kicked out of 5 or 6 F5s.
It was like 6, I think.
At WrestleMania and still doesn't win. So, yeah, nobody.
No one.
No one can beat Lesnar.
For some reason, that 6th or 7th F5, that's where it really gets you. By the 6th one, that's where it's the most painful.
It doesn't make sense. Braun's already lost to Strowman. Like,
Right.
Braun's the only one that could beat him because he's a big monster and he's on such a roll.
Yeah. Yeah, you could.
I'm not even sure.
I don't know. So anyway, Seth chases Mahal away with the chair, and then he celebrates on top of the announce table. Then Elias comes back out, hits Seth with his guitar, and Rollins falls off the stage.
Amazing.
They did a good job here of not showing what Seth fell onto.
Right.
Because obviously he didn't just fall onto the floor. That's too big of a fall.
Yeah.
Because he went kind of shoulder first into it.
Right.
But they didn't show what he landed on. And then when they came back from commercial, they showed the area as if there was nothing there.
Yep.
And when we come back, he's on a stretcher, but then he eventually gets up and refuses medical attention. Instead, his former security guy, Jamie Noble, helps him walk to the back. So
Interesting.
Coming full circle there. Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, I hope he comes back and it's part of his security again.
I miss them. I miss J&J Security.
Yeah, amazing.
They were great. Next up, we have Nia Jax versus a jobber. However, Ronda Rousey comes out in the middle of Nia's entrance to join the commentary booth. Nia then grabs a microphone and tells Ronda, "This is exactly what I'm going to do to you at Money in the Bank." She tells the jobber to put Ronda's armbar on her, as if Ronda's armbar and some jobber's armbar is the same thing.
No, it's not, obviously, but it's a heel move, which is weird because Nia Jax isn't a heel right now.
I think she turned
heel
right here.
Right here.
She power bombs the jobber, talks shit to Ronda on the mic.
Yeah.
Then hits the jobber with a Samoan drop, talks some more shit.
Yep.
Then a leg drop, more talking shit, and then a rolling senton. And the match never officially happened, so she just
didn't?
No. They never rang the bell. She never pinned her.
Yeah.
And then she invites Ronda to the ring, and of course Ronda accepts. She gets in the ring. Nia makes fun of her and then leaves. So
great buildup.
After Nia defeated Alexa and cut a speech about how you can overcome bullies, now Nia Jax is a bully. That's WWE for you.
And there'll be no heel turn by Rousey at this event because
No.
Nia Jax is a heel.
Nia Jax is the heel. She's
the
the
heel.
bully. She cut a whole speech. You can overcome bullying. Be happy with who you are. And now she's bullying Ronda. She makes fun of Ronda. And then Ronda looks like a total pussy just standing there and just taking it.
So Nia Jax is going to get herself disqualified.
Right.
And they're going to have a rematch at SummerSlam where Rousey will probably win the title.
That's probably right. That's probably right.
That's it. Put the belt on Rousey. Rousey doesn't even need the belt.
No.
You could have had her feud with 5 different people.
Of course.
Leading up to WrestleMania to have a WrestleMania match. 1 year is fine.
Yeah.
1 year is fine for build-up. Nope. You're going to give her the damn title in the end of the summer.
Uh-huh.
Just awful.
Yeah. The slam of summers. Next up, we have Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy versus the Ascension. Why is the Ascension... I promise we didn't plan that. But no, why is the Ascension even still a thing? They sucked 3 years ago when they first came up.
Connor shows up to these events. He shows up to these arenas.
Yeah.
He goes to the makeup chair. And he puts on his human centipede lips. Centipede lips.
Yeah.
Puts it on.
It's bad.
Every single time. Does anybody care if these guys came out in gym shorts at this point?
Right. No.
Like-
of course not.
Victor has a whole side of his face Uso'd up.
It totally is.
He does all of this makeup.
It's even green.
It's kind of reminds me of whenever they have
let me Uso you up, Us.
yeah, like whenever they have like a memorial service or like a fellow wrestler died or it's Memorial Day and they're all on stage.
Right.
And like you see like wrestlers like them that are all make-upped up and then never appear on television.
No, that's the thing.
You're like, why did they showed up just to like, they could have been on stage without makeup on and have been just fine.
Yeah.
Put on your outfits, no makeup. We get it. You're memorializing someone. This is about this or that for whatever reason.
Yeah.
No, they're out there in full makeup. So they come to this match. They haven't won a match in years.
Right.
Years.
Right.
And I think they would have been the B team. The B team's going to lose to Hardy and Wyatt at Money in the Bank. That's where they're going with this.
Yeah, they are. They totally are. Yeah.
They're going to get their title shot and lose when you could have slowly built them up.
Yeah.
Face the Ascension. Face the Ascension again next week. Beat them twice.
Yeah. Beat
Just
everyone twice. Who cares?
Keep beating people. Even if they get knocked out on accident and then fall on a guy and they get a pin, like the thing I talk about a lot.
Yeah.
Like just fluke wins, whatever it takes. Beating everybody in that ring would be perfect.
Right.
Would be perfect.
Yeah.
Worldwide, you could do Titus Worldwide. You could do the Revival. You could do Rhino and One Man Band. You could do all those guys over the course of months. You can almost take it like to SummerSlam and maybe past SummerSlam.
Yeah.
You could take those guys all the way to maybe the Survivor Series or even past that, where they will win the titles as a face over somebody and be literally way over. This is what tag teams should be. Guys that were slapped together, that didn't have a shot, that are now figuring it out. They have gold here. Gold. And they're going to piss it all away again.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope they don't, but I'm figuring why else have this battle royal thing if they're not going to win? Why else have it? And they're still technically heels, which is fine, I guess, but they're so over her.
Yeah.
I
think they just look, we don't know what they're doing with Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt. Like, are they going to eventually break them up? Because you have Ziggler and McIntyre that, can win the titles at any time because they're great. You can put the titles on them whenever.
Yeah.
Then you have the Authors of Pain who showed up for like 3 weeks and we haven't seen them in, a month now?
Yeah.
Where are they? We'll get to that later because... Anyways, Matt and Bray get the win with the kiss of deletion, okay? Obviously, they won.
You're right. They've got too many tag teams right now to give the straps to.
Right. And I guess that's why they're keeping the Others of Pain off TV.
Yeah, there's no chance. McIntyre and Ziggler have to win the titles. The B team have to win the titles at this point someday.
They won't, but they won't.
Maybe they won't.
I think in WWE's mind, they're like, yeah, we want to put the belts on Ziggler, McIntyre, and the Authors of Pain at some point. But the Authors of Pain, we're not going to do that for a while. That's why they're off TV. And Ziggler, McIntyre are, because they're probably going to beat Bray and Matt eventually for the titles.
Yeah.
But
they're still fighting singles matches, though, so I don't know.
Again, because I think they're saving that maybe till SummerSlam or so the next paper. It's not happening at Money in the Bank. They want Matt and Bray to have their few months of a
Their
title
little
reign.
run. Yeah, because they're kind of over right now being together.
Because that is the other thing. Well, I don't know. Well, let's get to it. So backstage, the B team asks Kurt Angle for a tag team title match, but Kurt tells them you can't leapfrog over the entire division. So Bo then says,
that's what pro wrestling's all about.
Right.
How did Big Cass get in the main event?
Yeah.
He just came out.
Right.
How about,
Exactly. Yes.
Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to come out, and then I was inside.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to come out. I was backstage. Now I am out. So now I am in the qualifying match.
Everything's an open challenge, really.
Everything is. You can't just leapfrog. Why? What has Titus Worldwide done?
Yeah.
What has the Revival done?
They've had multiple title shots, and they've lost them all.
What has Slater and Rhino done?
Right.
None of them have. Hell, 2 wins in a row should probably get a title shot at this point.
Right.
I mean, not against Breezango, but I mean, again, it's. I don't,
So Bo's bright idea is to invite all the other tag teams to the B Team Memorial Day barbecue. Let's just do that now.
Okay.
And we'll get back to everything else because it was later in the show, but I want to get to this now. So the B Team Memorial Day barbecue. We got every tag team: Titus Worldwide, the Ascension, Slater and Rhino, the Revival, and Breezango. But wait, no Authors of Pain.
No.
No Ziggler and McIntyre.
No, this was a jobber tag team picnic.
Right. So Bo and Axel say like, oh, okay, we fed you, so now we could all agree that we're next in line for a title shot. But then Titus complains that none of the food is seasoned.
Yeah.
And they don't have brisket.
Right.
So they can't just cut the line. The B team then says we want our food back. So they start grabbing the plates from anyone. And then
and if you didn't see it coming,
Titus dumps the beans on Bo, and Fandango dumps the potato salad on Axel, and a big food fight brawl breaks out.
oh God.
And Rhino just sits in the middle of the ring eating the bologna sandwiches the whole time while everyone's fighting. He then throws some bologna sandwiches into the crowd. I don't know who would want that. That's disgusting.
Gross.
I'd rather eat a pancake. The B team then slam Rhino through a table. So they still look strong, even though this was a horrible segment.
Yeah.
They then go to Kurt's office and demand a title match, but Kurt tells them there will
Which
be
they'd already done.
Right. There will be a battle royal next week with the winners becoming the number one contenders, and they hug Kurt even though they're covered in food. But yeah, like,
and at Battle Royal
no way
makes
Ziggler-
nothing that has nothing to do with tag teams and how they are
right,
together.
Right.
Because I'm sure it's going to be where one guy gets eliminated, his partner has to leave. That's the new thing that they do now.
So, sometimes they do it sometimes and we don't know. They change it all the time. Because when the Hype Bros won it like a couple years ago, you didn't, but who knows?
Yeah.
So, but no, like, I don't expect Ziggler and McIntyre to be in that Battle Royal next week. Right?
No.
Because the B team's probably winning it. So they're not going to throw them in there.
But
just
he
to
said
lose.
a future title shot. It's not like he said at Money in the Bank or
Well,
a future
where
title
else would it
shot.
be?
No, I think it's just the teams we saw in that ring.
Right.
Right.
Which is, what was it, 10 people? The 10-person Battle Royal? It's pretty lame.
Yeah, I guess so.
Unless, I don't know, unless there's, they all the other, like, Authors of Pain and Ziggler McIntyre show up. But
Is there anybody else for not
happening?
Naming right now?
I don't think so. I don't think so. Unless they bring the SmackDown people over just to have more people in the ring.
Yeah.
Who knows? So next up, we have Bobby Roode versus Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens gets the win with a roll-up.
Yeah.
You know, whatever, basic match. It was fine.
Yeah.
But as he walks up the ramp, out comes Braun. Strowman chases Owens around the ring.
Yep.
Roode cuts him off.
Yep.
Braun gives KO 2 power slams as Roode cheers him on like a big, dumb, fucking idiot that doesn't know he's about to get power slammed too. Spoiler alert, Roode gets power slammed too. And Roode, Roode's acting like he's like James Ellsworth. He's basically James Ellsworth in that moment, like, yeah, power slam him. Yeah, good job, Braun.
Yeah, right.
Oh! And then he gets power slammed.
He's so far removed from NXT Bobby Roode.
Yeah.
That Bobby Roode could give a shit. He'd probably be like, fuck him.
Right.
I'm going back to the locker room
Yeah.
and have a whiskey straight up.
Exactly.
This guy, yeah, he's yes. Yeah.
That was the other thing when Roode was a heel in NXT. Like, yeah, he had the glorious thing. He thought he was glorious, but he also wore suits when he wasn't fighting,
right?
And acted like, yeah, I'm like the best guy ever, and he would have drinks.
I'm basically a member of Evolution. Basically,
I'm basically Ric Flair. Like, that's who I am, like a young,
he has a robe,
in his prime
he
Ric
struts.
Flair.
You know, he strutted when he first got to NXT, like strutted.
Oh yeah,
and then he had to start skipping with his strut, so it wasn't Flair.
Right?
Like, dude, you have a robe on. You have music that's like Flair's. Your attitude's like Flair's, and now you're strutting.
I think it's also because he's a face. They're like, hey, hurry up to the ring. You can't take that long if you're a good guy.
Probably.
So I don't know. So next up, we have Sami Zayn's public apology for last week's segment.
Yeah.
Vince should be the one in the ring apologizing because obviously he approved that segment from last week.
Yeah.
This is WWE apologizing, but doing it with Sami Zayn. It's so stupid.
I guess.
So Sami tells the crowd, you know, I admit it, those weren't actually Bobby Lashley's sisters. They were men. So did Sami just assume their gender? It's very offensive.
Very offensive.
I don't know. Again, being
Sami!
very offensive. What the hell?
Canadians.
Sami apologizes, but then says that Bobby Lashley is a bully, and he did the right thing by exposing him. Lashley then comes out, challenges Sami to a match at Money in the Bank, and offers a handshake. Sami accepts. He shakes Bobby's hand and tells him, I'm going to haluva kick your smile right off your face. Then Bobby squeezes Sami's hand, and Sami screams in pain.
It's his new finisher, I think.
That's it, yeah. And he tells Sammy, I apologize for everything I'm going to do to you at Money in the Bank. So we have 2 singles matches. Roman versus Mahal. That's going to suck.
Is that still a thing?
That's at Money in the Bank.
Where was Roman this week?
He wasn't there. I don't know. That was one good thing about the show.
That's still a thing, though, like for no reason.
Jinder and Roman are going to fight at Money in the Bank for nothing. For nothing. And then Sammy and Lashley are going to fight at Money in the Bank for nothing. Hopefully it's a pre-show match, but now that Money in the Bank's going to be 4 hours, including at least a 1-hour pre-show, maybe 2. We don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
When is that? First week? Second weekend of June? When is that?
I think it's like towards the... I don't know. I don't remember, honestly. No, it's Father's Day. It's on Father's Day. Isn't that the end of June?
Like third week, third Sunday?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's Father's Day.
Wow.
So, yeah.
It's a long time between pay-per-views for them.
I know. And they're not good at filling in all of that time when there's not a pay-per-view. So next up we have Drew McIntyre versus Chad Gable because Chad Gable fought Ziggler last week, so he's got to fight McIntyre this week.
He lost to Ziggler last week, so now he's got to lose to McIntyre this week.
Yeah.
There's no way he was winning this match.
Of course not.
And it ended quickly.
Claymore, that's it.
Claymore, done.
Mm-hmm. And then finally for the main event, we have the women's gauntlet match for the final spot in the women's Money in the Bank ladder match.
Yeah.
This wasn't bad. I'll say that. It was like 25 minutes, maybe 30. It wasn't bad, actually. I thought it was going to be horrible. Mm-hmm. Our first 2 participants are Bayley and Liv Morgan.
What a weird interview, though, before.
Oh, my God.
So, Bayley, you just came out, and the match is about to start. What's up? Well, being the first participant...
I'm gonna defeat the Riot Squad. Dana's not the statistical genius that she says she is. And Mickie James, fuck that bitch. And then Sasha. And then she takes a pause like, oh, I forgot about Sasha. And she's like, Sasha.
Another missed opportunity at the end of this match. So missed.
Oh, yeah.
So missed.
Of course.
Turn Bayley heel, for God's sake.
So Bayley immediately hits the Bayley to belly and eliminates Liv.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Liz looks amazing. Screw you, Bayley.
Right.
We couldn't see her for a little bit. Well, I guess she came back.
Sarah Logan comes out next, and Bayley beats her with a roll-up in just a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
Liv and Sarah then beat up Bayley until Ruby Riott comes out.
Yeah.
And Ruby hits the Riot kick to eliminate Bayley.
But there was still like a few minutes of match here after Bayley was destroyed.
They went to commercial.
Yeah.
Like Bayley was laid out. Just have Ruby pin her. Who cares?
Just pin her.
Yeah.
That's one way the Riot Squad gets over. Done.
Right. Dana comes out next, but falls to the Riot kick as well. Mickie James comes out next in a very unflattering Wonder Woman costume.
You think?
Yeah, her belly was like hanging over it.
It was very tight.
It was very tight.
Very tight.
She got a big pop because she was in her hometown. They were in, Richmond, Virginia? Yeah. But Ruby rolled her up and pulled her tights to eliminate her.
Hey, by the way, why are tights illegal?
I don't know.
Oh my God, she's got her tights and the ref doesn't say. Why are tights illegal?
I don't know.
You grab tights when you're doing moves. Like, tights shouldn't be illegal.
Right.
A handful of tights, really?
Yeah.
That's just weird. Like, that's so 80s. Grabbing the tights to be an illegal thing.
Sasha Banks is the final entrant. And the end of the match was actually pretty good. She powerbombed Ruby off the second rope and went for a pin. Ruby kicks out. And then she immediately put her in the bank statement. But Liv and Sarah Logan interfere. Sasha knocks them out of the ring. Ruby rolled up Sasha, tried to pull the tights again, but Sasha kicked out and put her back in the bank statement, and Ruby tapped.
I mean, have Bayley come out and screw Sasha out of her opportunity, and then have them two have a nice match at Money in the Bank.
I mean, how long? This has been going on basically since, January? Mm-hmm. Their feud. And
yeah, what was
really, they keep
Chamber?
it going by Bayley. Bayley talks about Sasha, but then they don't even interact on Raw. It's just, what the hell?
It's boring.
What are you doing?
It's boring. And then you have Sasha. Ruby Riott should have gotten in the Money in the Bank ladder match.
Yeah.
Sasha should not be in it. She's a multiple-time champion.
I think they want. Yeah, I agree with you there. But how many of them in it have already been champions? Like 6 of them.
Yeah.
We have. Okay, so Lana has not been a champion.
No.
Who else? Yeah. Okay, we have Lana. Natalya has been a champion. Sasha has been a champion. Charlotte,
Becky.
Naomi's in it, right?
Naomi's in
Pretty
it.
sure.
Yeah.
Who the hell is
That's
in
just 6 or is there 8?
There's 8.
So there's 2 more.
I don't know. We're forgetting, I guess.
Nobody from Absolution, right? Neither one of them.
No. Okay, so the Raw is Sasha.
You can Google it.
Yeah, you just Google it. Okay, so Sasha. Oh, Alexa.
Alexa.
Oh, and Ember Moon.
Oh, right.
So that's
Like
2,
it.
right? Ember Moon and Lana
That's it.
are the only 2 that have
Everyone
not
else has been champion.
and they're not going to win. Neither of them are going to win.
I feel like Alexa's going to win.
I think it's
can
going to
do
be
such a great
Natalya,
job.
but I
Oh,
hope to
God.
God not.
Oh, God.
But we'll see.
Face Natalya.
But no, I think so. There's,
Sorry.
I think they just want Sasha in there because Sasha can do cool shit. Like her and Charlotte can both do some cool
Like, they
stuff.
really
in the
can't.
match.
Like, these girls, cooler than the other chicks and stuff. I don't know. Like,
Because Money in the Bank, their match last year sucked.
yeah.
They only had Charlotte that did anything cool.
Yeah.
It was bad. It was just a SmackDown match, and Sasha wasn't there. So I think that's why they want Sasha in
I
it.
just hope there's a surprise.
Yeah, there won't be.
There won't be.
So that's the end of Raw.
Charlotte will win it.
In the yeah?
Probably.
I don't know. So next week, Raw is in Houston. And we have 3 matches. Well, actually, we have 4. We have that Tag Team Battle Royal. We have Finn Balor versus Kevin Owens. At least that'll be fun to see in person. And then Bobby Roode versus Braun Strowman. That'll suck. Because Strowman's just going to win with the Power Slam. And then Nia Jax versus Natalya. That'll suck too.
Yeah.
But hey, Balor and Owens. Yeah, we'll see what they can do.
I guess.
Then we have Samoa Joe kicking off SmackDown Live. He comes out, he gets a ladder, he climbs it, he grabs the briefcase, and then he cuts a promo about how he's going to beat Daniel Bryan tonight and win the briefcase at Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
Joe talks about Brie and Daniel's daughter, saying, Daddy will be home for Money in the Bank, but he will not be the same. Daniel Bryan then comes out and says, if you mention my wife or daughter one more time, I'll break your leg. Daniel then says, hey, fuck it, let's have our match right now. And he gets in the ring. Samoa Joe's all for this. That's what I love about Joe. Like, the classic heels would, don't want to have matches
Roll
ever.
out, maybe, yeah.
But, I like that Joe's like, I'll beat your ass. I don't care. I'll beat you right now, bitch.
Yeah.
So they're about to have the match. However, Big Cass comes out. Oh, no. He comes out in a suit with a crutch, and he says he just spoke to Paige, who told him this match isn't happening because I'm fighting Samoa Joe for the final spot once I'm cleared, which is now. And then he swings the crutch at Daniel, but he ducks, and it hits Joe. Daniel gets some offense in, but Cass whips him into the ladder, and he hits both men with the briefcase and holds it up.
So Cass's injury was fake after all, or it just wasn't as bad as they thought it was?
Does it matter?
Who cares?
The fact
We've
is,
over-talked about
he's
this.
not injured anymore, and that's the problem.
That's the problem.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Crap.
And now he'll fight Daniel Bryan again at Money in the Bank?
Yep, that's a third match.
And-
A
and
third
have to beat
singles
him.
match. I guess.
He has to beat him.
Yeah, I guess.
Almost legitly, like almost clean.
Right. So we go backstage. Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose complain about Asuka getting a title match. So Paige gives Mandy a match against Asuka for tonight. Then Renee Young walks up and asks Paige if Big Cass is telling the truth. She says, Big Cass doesn't speak for me, but he is medically cleared. So, all right, fine. How about a triple threat match for the final spot?
He jumped the line, Andrew.
He did.
He jumped the line.
Yeah.
What has this guy done since he got injured
Paige
a year
loves
ago?
the intensity. That's what she said. And by the way, we haven't seen Shane on SmackDown since Paige has become the GM.
Yeah.
So Shane's taking a much needed vacation. He had the helicopter crash, and then what's the other thing he had? The diverticulitis, however you pronounce that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know when Shane's coming back. Who knows? They don't
Shane,
even mention it.
stay home.
Like, they don't even mention it.
I will fuck everyone. I will show every one of these wrestlers
Yeah.
that I
They don't
can
even
beat.
talk about Shane as if like he is like
Yeah,
the
they really
commissioner.
don't. Yeah.
So next up we have Shinsuke Nakamura versus Ty Dillinger. Another match that came out of nowhere and had zero build.
Right.
Oh, and by the way, welcome back to SmackDown, Ty.
Welcome back.
You've been
after
gone
he
for a
just
while.
appeared at an NXT house show.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
He cut a promo saying he was going to win Money in the Bank. Never got a shot at.
Never even got a chance at it.
Being in the match.
Yeah.
So Nakamura, during the match, constantly knocks Dillinger down and counts as if it were a last man standing match. The third time Shinsuke does it, Dillinger stands up at 9 and then does the 10 with his hands, which was cool. And then Dillinger does Nakamura's come on, like the come on thing.
No.
Whatever.
Everyone does it. You can't have jobbers doing it.
Right. So Nakamura ends up getting the win with the Kinshasa.
Right.
And then he hits Ty with another one after the match and counts to 10. Would you like to hear the audio of that? No, I didn't get it. Okay. Yeah, it was just 1, 2. So yeah, it's stupid. Next up, Dasha Fuentes interviews AJ Styles backstage. This I feel like this must have been pre-taped because Styles wasn't even on the show.
Right.
So like, what's going on there?
Why are we only interviewing the champ?
And again,
and nothing else.
His backstage interviews are always so boring. Like, oh, it's the house that AJ Styles built. Nakamura's a con artist, and I'm gonna beat him. That's it.
It works better with him standing in the middle of the ring
Yeah.
than being interviewed backstage.
Right.
So,
I mean, he's your top face on SmackDown right now. He's your champion.
Yeah.
And you just script these bland, boring promos for him. What the fuck? Just don't do it. It makes him look worse by doing this.
AJ's like, hey guys, what am I doing on the show today? Let me run through the list here. We've got Smojos. We got Dance Off. Hey, I don't think we have room for you. Sorry. Packed show, AJ.
Hey, Dasha, why don't you're the worst interviewer here. Why don't you,
You are terrible at your job, but you're pretty. Why don't you interview him at corporate?
That's right.
And we'll air it.
So next up, we have Lana versus Naomi in a dance-off.
Yeah, when did they announce the dance-off? Maybe I wasn't paying attention. But as they're about to ring the bell, I feel like they go, all right, dance-off. I'm like, wait, what?
They did it? Like, yeah, I get it. Because I started SmackDown late. I'm sure you did too. So I fast-forward the commercials and, like, when it's going to commercial, but they did show a graphic saying that it was going to happen later.
A dance-off. It did say dance-off.
Yes. But my question is, why?
Why?
This isn't the Attitude Era where they can be hot and make it sexy and be in lingerie. They're just in the wrestling gear. Why would you wear your wrestling gear to do a dance-off? So Lana comes out with Rusev and Aiden English, and Naomi comes out with the Usos.
For backup.
Because they have nothing to do.
Backup.
Backup. Back out for a dance-off. Yeah. This was horrible all around. Lana goes first. They like kind of make her suck on purpose at first. Like she does a robot and just the stupid dance moves that you would do if you're trying to look like a nerd. Then Naomi does it, and she's obviously, she was a dancer, so she's very good at this. Then they dance together, and
it was almost like Lana was like, "Hey, you're good, I'm good.
Yeah,
let's be friends."
And last week, Lana was acting like a babyface. It was like, oh, maybe she's a babyface.
Yeah.
And then at the end, Lana hits Naomi with a neck breaker.
That was awesome. Nice work.
Yeah, it was cool.
Nice work.
A brawl breaks out, so Lana's not a babyface, turns out. The Usos super kick Rusev and English out of the ring, and then Naomi hits Lana with the big butt blast.
Does it have a real name?
The rear end.
Is it really?
The rear end, yeah.
Butt blast.
I like the big butt blast.
It's much better.
That's what it is. It's a big butt blast.
Yeah.
So, by the way, who won the dance-off? We never got an answer. I demand to know who won the dance-off. You know why they didn't have a winner? First of all, there was no one.
Would have went huge for Lana.
Yeah, they would have voted for Lana.
Clearly.
Because there was no judge in the ring. Usually they have one of the commentators as a judge.
I thought they even said by applause at one point.
They did?
I think maybe Cole said it or somebody, but it was, or what's his face?
Tom Phillips.
Thank you. Who's way better than Cole at this point.
Oh, he is.
Like, he's so good at it.
Yeah.
And anyway. So, I think he said applause, but they never got there because you can't do that.
Right.
Because Naomi would have lost horribly.
It's like back in the day when they would have the bikini contests with, like back when it was Tori who they were pushing for these bikini contests, and they would have the heel like dress not sexy just so that Tori wins. You guarantee Tori winning. She has the hottest outfit, and she's the hottest, so she's gonna win anyway.
Indeed.
Next up, we have the New Day versus the Miz and the Bar. And usually I'm not looking forward to 3-on-3 tag matches, but they did a really good job with this one. There were a lot of false finishes, a lot of carnage in the end, but Big E hits The Miz with the big ending for the win. And then after the match, the New Day look up at the Money in the Bank briefcase and do the Night at the Roxbury skit from SNL. Like, you, me, who, who. So, yeah.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt
They're still
me.
not going to tell us, and hopefully they don't.
You want them to hold it until
Yeah.
the show.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah.
It's not like they're going to win. Next up, Renee interviews Anderson and Gallows, the Good Brothers. And
Yeah, is that their new name?
they've said it for a while, but
The Good Brother. And they're clearly faces now, straight up.
oh, well, yeah.
Just because
now
they
they are.
associated with Balor for 5 minutes.
It's because they're fighting the Bludgeon Brothers, who are heels.
Right.
So they say they're going to beat the Bludgeon Brothers because they're a couple of... But before they can say their horrible catchphrase, the Bludgeon Brothers appear on the TV next to them, and we get more pee-pee and poo-poo from Harper and Rowan.
The depraved will infect the decent.
Minds obliterated.
Souls corrupted.
Bodies liquefied.
Prepare yourselves for the Bludgeon Brothers.
Bodies liquefied. Bodies liquefied.
Uh-huh. And
Liquefied.
solidified because they're going to pee and poop them out.
They're going to...
But, like, they haven't been on... I think since the Greatest Royal Rumble, I don't think we've actually seen them in a ring. Because they haven't had a match. They've just been cutting shitty promos almost every week. By the way, hold on. Wait, I just realized this. Where's Sanity? We had promos for Sanity. Now 2 weeks in a row, no promos for Sanity.
They just don't have room for these guys, I guess.
Then why do it? Oh,
That's my
fucking
prediction at
idiots.
the last pay-per-view for
Yeah,
them
I
to
know.
come out. Would have been
it was
great.
good.
Yeah.
But then you have to realize that you're talking about idiots, so that would be good. There's no promos for Sanity anymore. I guess they're not coming anymore. I guess they're not coming.
Man, too bad they don't have like an equally crazy tag team, like championship tag team that
Right.
could fight them.
Like, I think that's part of the problem is Harper and Rowan are too much like Sanity. Why would they fight each other? It's
Yeah, they
like-
would join forces. Yeah.
I mean, if anything, do that. Who cares? Have a 5-man stable and call it Sanity with Harper and Rowan. Who gives a fuck? They'd be way cooler than cutting their shitty-ass poo-poo and pee-pee shit.
Yeah.
So fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Sanity's not coming, folks. They're not coming.
Nope.
Next up, we have Asuka versus Mandy Rose with Carmella on commentary. Carmella wore, like, under overalls with one of the overalls not on, so it was hanging there. So she just looked like a hot mess. Like, she looked hot and stupid at the same time. You know? Like, it kind of looked like I just got banged really raw, like really rough.
I was going to say
And
when a stripper goes home.
Yeah.
That's what she
Because
looked
her
like.
hair was all, like, crazy. You know, it was hot. It was just, you know, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
Before the match, we saw Asuka backstage applying the eye black.
Yeah.
And it's clear that she doesn't normally do this herself because she did a terrible job. It was just all over the place.
Yeah.
I wonder if I should have paid attention and looked for it, but I wonder if they're like, let's wipe that off and do it again. It looked terrible.
Doing it again.
Yeah. So Sonya attacks Asuka during her entrance so that this isn't a 5-second squash match. And, you know, Mandy beats her for a while, and eventually Asuka makes her tap to the Asuka lock.
Yeah.
And then after the match, Carmella gets in the ring and just holds up the title. And they just both look at it. And then Carmella leaves.
That's a title.
And Asuka, she's such a nice person that she just lets Carmella leave. In NXT, she would have kicked her in the head. That's like the difference between Asuka then and Asuka now.
And I don't see Carmella losing this title.
No, me either.
She's a good heel champion. She's really good at being champion.
Yeah, but it's clear they don't feel like a certain way about Asuka.
Yeah, no.
They just don't.
Because there's no buildup. There was just, and you know who you're fighting?
Yeah,
Asuka.
right.
No reason.
No reason.
Here's why. No reason.
Here's why. She's on a losing streak. There you go.
Oh, she didn't qualify for Money in the Bank? What can we do with Asuka? Oh, let's put her in the championship title match.
She didn't even get a chance to qualify. Asuka didn't even get a chance to qualify. She just gets title match because she's Asuka.
Rather have the Money in the Bank, Asuka.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. So backstage, Charlotte and Becky argue about who's going to win the Money in the Bank match.
Yeah.
But then Paige walks up and says, "Oh, this reminds me of PCB. Remember PCB?" And they're like,
what were they called?
"Oh, the submission sorority."
The submission
for
sorority.
A week, until they found out that it was a porn thing.
Oh my God.
Which
Horrible.
is a very weird. And who gets off to your submission porn?
Lots of
What?
people.
Apparently, a lot of people.
It's really
Not enough
horrible.
people that WWE would know about
I've
it.
never incorporated the hardcore pain with pleasure. I've never understood that part.
It's gross.
It's never been.
I mean, the orgasms are amazing, but it's really you feel bad afterwards.
you feel bad.
So Paige tries to
like
do
those stupid movies. The what is it? Anastasia Steele and not Steele.
What?
The 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh yeah.
He literally beats the living shit out of her.
Mm-hmm.
And if you haven't seen it, boys, and he brings her to a recovery. Here's where you're going to recover for 2 days after I beat the shit out of you.
What? Really?
And then fuck you. Yeah. Then you go to a recovery room because you're beating the shit out of.
Women, this is your fantasy?
Right.
That's your fantasy.
He literally he beats her. Beats her.
It's a movie about a woman who falls in love with a man after he beats her.
The first one ends with her going, "This is fucking ridiculous. I'm leaving." And she leaves. That's how the first one ends.
But now there's a third one. They're still together.
Yeah, then she forgave him.
What?
And I'm sure he beat her ass for it. I don't know. I don't know. It's weird.
What a hypocrite. Oh, all right. I don't want to talk about that. So anyways, back to Paige backstage.
Yeah.
With her former besties.
Yeah.
She tries to do tea time with them, but it's like they still hate her.
Yeah, why do they hate her?
After all this time,
Yeah.
they still hate Paige?
Hey, Becky, Charlotte screwed you
So many
recently.
times. Yeah, right.
But you hate Paige. And Paige is a face GM. Why aren't
Yes,
they like,
total face
hey,
GM.
Paige?
Paige hates Mandy
Hey.
and Sonya for no reason whatsoever.
Maybe they both like Brad Maddox?
Oh, maybe that's it.
Yeah, it was just weird. It was a weird dynamic of them hating a face general manager.
And Paige, I thought Paige was going to walk up and say, "Oh, you two are arguing. Well, how about you, the Kurt Angle bull, settle in the ring and have a match next week?" No, she doesn't do that. But then 5 minutes later, they tell us that it's happening next week.
Yeah.
Why not have Paige do it? Paige just walks up and says, "Oh, tea time? No, all right then," and then she leaves.
Yeah.
That's it. The fuck? What? Huh? Also backstage, Andrade Cien Almas walks out of his locker room and is greeted by, I think, Sin Cara. We haven't seen him in a while. There's plenty of other luchadors in masks now that are on 205 Live. I'm pretty sure it's Sin Cara. And he's like, "Oh, blah, 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 blah." And then Zelina Vega tells Sin Cara that he can't talk to him because you're a nobody. Almas then says something in Spanish and walks away. And then Corey Graves apparently knows Spanish because he said that Almas told Sin Cara to never touch him again. By the way, Cien Almas is on SmackDown just to walk around and say fuck you to people.
That's it. I guess he'll beat up Sin Cara next week.
Right. I guess that's not a total jobber because he's actually on the roster.
Yeah.
But oh boy.
Is he part of the 205 Mafia? What is it called?
No, he's not.
Latino
He's
World
not
Order?
on
What is it?
205 Live, I don't think.
What is it?
It's the
Viva la
Lucha,
Raza?
the Lucha House Party.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
So Naomi's a
By
part
the
of it?
way, I really appreciate that the Cruiserweights have not been on Raw for a while.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Like, Raw's still not great, but it's better without Roman, because he wasn't there, and the Cruiserweights.
Yeah.
And Baron Corbin also wasn't on Raw.
Thank you.
He's, you know what? He was at a skull collecting. It was like a skull con.
Well, but
You know, like there's
you're not really collecting it. What they do is they murder young virgins, and then they rip their face off, and then look, a skull,
and then they skull fuck it.
and then they
That's what they
skull fuck.
Yeah.
That was a fitting ending.
So next up, our main event for SmackDown: Daniel Bryan versus Samoa Joe versus Big Cass for the final Money in the Bank spot. this would have been a much better match if Cass wasn't in it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he was.
He was there to break up pins and stuff.
Yeah, he looked
For a little
great.
while.
He was great. So Daniel hits Cass with the running knee and goes for the pin, but then Samoa Joe grabs Daniel and puts him in the Coquina clutch.
Coquina.
And Daniel passes out, so Joe gets the win in the final spot at Money in the Bank.
Yeah, where's Big Cass to break that up?
He got hit with the running knee.
Yeah, whatever.
And then after the match, Big Cass wakes up and hits Daniel with a big boot. So that's another singles match we're probably going to see at Money in the Bank, which means nothing.
But you have 2 tag title matches, one regular title match. You have 2 Money in the Bank matches. You have an IC title match. Like, you have other matches.
Do we?
Well, Elias will probably fight. Seth
Yeah,
Rollins.
because Seth didn't get in the Money in the Bank match. Why?
He's the champion. He's the main title champion. Why would he need it?
He's the main champion on Raw.
Main champion on Raw.
Yeah, we don't. I guess he'll have an IC challenge.
I'm
Yeah,
good.
he'll fight Elias. Yeah, you're
He'll
right.
fight Elias.
That's why they had him in the neck brace, like he can't compete for a few weeks, maybe.
Which I would let Elias go over here and get the title
Sure,
and be a heel champion for a while.
sure.
Because he's not in Money in the Bank, right? Elias? That sucks.
No?
But
No, is he?
is he?
I don't know. I forget because I don't care.
Well, because there's 20 guys in it. now.
You're right. There's 8 people. I don't know. You want to look that up?
Sure.
So after the match, Big Cass hits Daniel with the big boot. Yeah, and so Big Cass for Daniel Bryan at Money in the Bank means nothing. Roman Reigns versus Jinder Mahal at Money in the Bank means nothing. Bobby Lashley versus Sami Zayn at Money in the Bank means nothing.
0.
All of these matches mean nothing. And really, the one with the biggest build is like Sami Zayn and Bobby Lashley, which is sad because it's horrible.
I'm seeing Rusev, Finn Balor, Braun Strowman, Miz,
Yeah.
Kevin Owens.
There's one more Raw spot.
And then it stopped showing them there.
It's not Mahal. It's not Roman. Maybe it is Elias. Maybe Elias did get in. I think he did. So that means Seth is going to fight like Mojo again for the fucking IC title. I think Elias is in. I think
You'll
Elias,
have an open challenge?
I think no. Elias got the first. No, Roode's in it.
Rude.
Roode's in. So Elias is not in.
Strong, Finn Balor, Miz, Rusev, Rude, Kevin Owens, Samoa Joe, and then
Yeah, it's totally.
Day.
Yeah, it's totally Elias and Seth. At
a
Money
new
in the Bank.
day.
All right. Well, at least that's for something. So, anyways, that's all for Raw and SmackDown. So let's give out some awards.
And there's also 2 women's matches for 2 championship women's matches. There's a lot of matches at this thing.
Have fun. All right, and now on to awards.
You're not gonna watch it.
All right, for worst dressed, I had Dana Brooke. She never looks great, and she was on TV this week. That's mine. The statistician, or whatever.
Dana
Yeah.
Brooke. Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm just stalling because I can't think of her name because I didn't write it down. The Riot Squad, but not Ruby.
Oh, Sarah Logan?
Sarah Logan.
All right.
Yeah, she looked like a dude. Bit of a man.
Little mannish.
Mannish.
Best dressed?
I had Liv Morgan.
Yeah, she looked good.
Really good.
But because I've picked her so much
Yeah.
lately, I went with Seth Rollins. I thought he
Penis?
looked. I went with a penis.
Penis.
Yeah, Seth Rollins. He looked cool.
Penis pick.
I'm not gonna say he looked super duper hot like Michael Cole, but you know,
I mean, right.
he looked pretty cool.
Who would?
Worst acting?
I had Coach. Was
Coachman?
Jonathan Coachman trying to be kind of a heel this week? He said some weird things. I
I
was
think
like,
he's used to being
I'm
a heel.
confused.
He's used to being a heel commentator because that's all he ever was.
yeah,
I had Nia Jax.
yeah,
Well,
Fair.
Sucks. It just sucked. We already told.
fair.
Yeah. Best acting?
I had Elias.
Okay.
Yeah,
I had Samoa Joe.
nice.
Worst comments?
He did great. Here's mine. Come on, Cole. Try. Calling for an official to make this official.
I also had Cole just saying Seth is so hot right now.
Yeah.
Best comments?
Get the keys.
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 Of course, yes.
Yeah.
Worst match?
I just had Braun versus Balor because we just saw it,
Yeah.
you know?
I had Lana versus Naomi. That counts.
Wasn't a match. Judges does not count.
Wow.
Wow.
All right.
Tough judges this
Well,
week.
I'm going to go. Well, all right, fine. I'm going to go with Lana versus Naomi then. Super slow-mo match?
The deletion versus the Ascension.
That's what I had. Because why is it taking Matt and Bray so long to beat the Ascension?
right.
Why? It took them like 10 minutes.
It was too long. And a lot of arm bars and stuff in that match that was already too long.
Yeah. Best match?
I don't know. This was tough. There was no clear winner this week. Probably Seth Rollins versus Jinder because like you had some false finishes and stuff like that.
I had the New Day versus the Bar and the Miz.
Yeah, you said it was a good match. You liked it, yeah.
Worst move?
Mine was Hardy suplex Connor, but he no-sold it at all and put him right in a headlock. As he fell, he puts him in a headlock. Like, no, that was a suplex.
All right.
He suplexed you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had Lana's robot.
Okay.
So.
That's a move.
Best move?
Judges? Yeah, that's a good one.
All right, thank you.
I liked putting Rhino through the table. I thought that was kind of funny.
Who? The what?
When the B team
Oh,
put
putting
Rhino
Rhino
through the
through a
table.
table? Yeah.
The picnic table.
There was Seth falling off the announce table was good.
That was good.
There was a spot in the New Day match where Big E hit Cesaro with a Uranagi slam, but Xavier hit him with the double knees to the back at the same time.
Yeah.
And like that should be a finisher.
Yeah.
But like Cesaro kicked out, but I love that move. I thought it was really cool.
Yeah.
Worst moment?
I don't know. What did you have?
The B team barbecue.
Yeah. I like the B team. I hate putting that, but it was just done so poorly.
Yeah. Oh, a food fight.
A food
Oh,
fight.
How original.
Yeah, I know.
Best moments.
Lana's neck breaker.
All right.
I mean, I just didn't see it coming. I thought they were gonna. I thought this was her way to go face, and they were just gonna like high five and stuff.
Yeah.
It was nice.
I had no Reigns or Corbin on Raw.
Great moment.
So great.
Great.
It was fantastic. Yeah.
Great moment.
Yep. All right, on to breaking news. So, yeah, you mentioned it earlier, but Ty Dillinger is the latest main roster superstar to appear at an NXT house show. The Perfect 10 showed up at a show in Orlando where he defeated Marcel Barthel, which is some guy, again, that we've never seen, but I guess he's doing open challenges at NXT house shows just to job the stars, because he jobbed to Tyler Breeze the week before.
Yeah.
But okay. Also, CM Punk versus Dr. Chris Amon officially started Tuesday morning. Dr. Amon is suing CM Punk and Colt Cabana for $1 million.
$1 million.
After Punk said on Cabana's podcast that he was misdiagnosed by Dr. Amon.
Wow.
So they picked a jury, and it's actually happening.
Jesus.
Also, Enzo Amore released a new rap song called Phoenix, since that was the city he was in when he was accused of rape. In the song, he takes shots at fans who said he was guilty and the woman who accused him. He also said in the song that he will be suing her for defamation of character, and I hope he does it. But the song was terrible. You heard the song. The first minute, he's rapping so fast, and I don't think Enzo... Well, maybe he can. I mean, he's great on the mic, so maybe he can rap that fast, or maybe they sped it up. But it's so fast, it's like Busta Rhymes back in the day. You don't even know what he's saying. He's talking so fast, you can't hear it. So...
I watched a little bit of the video.
It's basically like I'm back from the dead.
I gave up.
But I mean, look, I feel bad for Enzo. It sucks that now he's relegated to this a rap career.
Just awful.
I don't know. Also, you're gonna love this. On Monday,
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan tweeted a picture of himself and Jackass star Bam Margera.
Oh.
The tweet read,
Damn, Bam, I wish you were still with us. I sure would love to hang out again, my brother. Love you, miss you.
Oh, God, Bam.
after everyone
Passed
told
away, so we're... Wait, is he dead?
After everyone told the Hulkster that Bam's not dead, Hogan tweeted, "Got Ryan and Bam mixed up. Sorry, Bam."
Okay. I mean, you know, he's an old man now.
But it was a picture of him and Bam.
It's Bam.
If it was a picture of him and Ryan and it said, "Oh, Bam," but no, this is, this is kind of shitty on Hogan's part. Not that he forgot, but
Does
just
Hogan not have a publicist? We know Trump doesn't. But does Hogan not have a publicist that controls his Twitter account?
maybe he has a shitty one.
Oh, my God.
But like, you're just trying to make yourself look good by tweeting out like "Hey, we lost this guy too soon. Love you, miss you," and it's someone that's alive.
Wow.
You're just trying to make yourself look good, like I mean, come on, that's stupid. That was really bad. You have any news or
No
should we head
news.
to rumors?
No. Yeah.
All right, on to rumors.
Yeah.
Rumors!
Zack Ryder to win the Royal Rumble?
Maybe!
Shawn Michaels coming back to join the Bullet Club?
Please, God!
John Cena will finally turn heel?
No chance!
Undertaker will wrestle for 20 more years?
Confirmed!
Apparently, Daniel Bryan's only signed through September 1st.
Right.
So there's no, they're tentative about what they're going to do. Why wouldn't he sign if they're letting him wrestle now?
Because what if they all of a sudden decide, oh, you got injured again, we're not going to let you wrestle?
So he's going to wait till September? And
I don't know,
not
what
get
is...
booked?
Really, what would you do if you want to wrestle and you don't want to take the risk of WWE
Why would they stop
shutting
now?
you down
He's
again?
He's wrestling
Well,
every
what if
week.
he gets another bad concussion and they're like, oh, this is bad?
Well, then he probably shouldn't wrestle anymore, to be honest. But I don't
But they're
know.
letting him, so it's on
But
them
the
too.
Indies guy just say, screw it. You could die in our rings.
I mean, if I were him, I would just do like a 1-year plan so that it's like, if I get injured and they tell me I can't wrestle, it's just a year I have to wait, or 6 months if I get injured 6 months later.
Guess.
So I don't know.
Yeah, weird.
Ringside News is reporting that WWE is interested in selling the broadcast television rights for WrestleMania. So maybe Fox wants to air it since they bought SmackDown.
Maybe.
Like, it'll be on national TV. Wasn't that how it was back in the day? So there was no pay-per-view back, like, for the first WrestleMania, right?
Right. I
So
think
it
it was
gets-
still closed circuit, though.
Where's that?
The old school pay-per-view.
Oh, really?
Like, it was only on a certain,
Like, you
like...
call a phone number and you get it?
Kind of,
Yeah.
yeah.
For the first one, yeah?
Yeah, I don't remember, though. I don't remember if it was... I'm pretty sure it was closed circuit, but I don't know. Maybe it wasn't.
So then, like, you convinced the mom and dad to, like, buy it then back in the day?
I don't think so. I don't think I ever saw any of the pay-per-views live.
Because you told the story of when Macho won WrestleMania 4.
The story was
you had
Dad
to go to
telling
bed,
me.
right?
Yeah.
So why would Dad order it for himself?
No,
It
because...
had to have been on TV then,
No,
right?
this is why. Because back then,
Yeah.
the news reported what wrestling happened. Like, if you watch the local news in New York, it was his name was something Wolf, and he would always do like a full, like as if it was a real live.
The guy that's on CNN now?
Not Wolf Blitzer.
Wolf
Blitzer. No. It was Warner Wolf, maybe.
okay, all right.
But like, yeah, he would do like a whole. All right, let me show you what happened at WrestleMania night. And they would do like highlights.
Yeah.
And so I think Dad watched Macho Man win all of his matches.
Hey,
and then-
ESPN does it now since they have a deal with WWE. And Sports Illustrated reports on wrestling.
Yeah.
Forbes reports on wrestling.
Yeah. Apparently the Iconics merchandise is selling better than anybody's, like really fast right now.
Yeah.
So they're gonna really get a big push from that.
All right. Again, they weren't on the show this week.
Yeah, they weren't.
And one of them's in... No, neither... No. One of them is, right? Peyton Royce. Peyton Royce is in the ladder match, right? Or no, she's not. No, neither
one of them are.
Right. So, I don't know. I guess we'll see about that.
Yeah.
Also, Dave...
Right.
Yeah. Dave Meltzer reported that Fox also tried to get Monday Night Raw as well as SmackDown, but NBC outbid them. So, yeah. That's all I got. You got anything
Yeah,
else?
that's it.
All right, then. On to trivia.
Trivia.
Trivia?
So Money in the Bank.
Money
People
in the Bank.
cash in, right?
do, yeah,
First one
yeah.
to cash in.
Edge.
First one to cash in where it's not a surprise.
Where it's not a surprise.
Yeah, first one to set up his
R-
match. RVD. Yeah,
RVD,
you
yeah.
said that one.
Yeah.
Who won it? Who was the first one to cash it in twice?
CM Punk. Edge?
Edge.
Oh,
Edge won 2 out of the. Well, he won the first one.
damn it. I
RVD won
forgot.
the second
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
The third one was won by like Kennedy, but then he stole it from
Yeah.
Kennedy.
CM
and
Punk
cashed
won
in.
it twice, but
Yeah,
Edge
yeah.
won it twice by beating Kennedy in a match.
Right.
Because they said, fuck Kennedy.
So who was the first man will die tonight? Who's the first man to cash in a Money in the Bank,
Yeah.
win the match, get handed the title, and it got overturned?
Huh?
Music hit, came to the ring, cashed it in.
Yeah.
Ref said, okay. Just rang the bell. Match started. He got the pin, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
And then WWE overturned it. I can't really say too much more without giving away too much, but it was
Did
overturned.
this person get the briefcase back?
Yes.
He did.
Yes. Sorry, that didn't count for X reason, which kind of gives it away. But here's the briefcase back.
All right.
I did not remember this either, by the way. I was like, this happened?
That's got to be a face, right? It happened to a face? Or, I don't. You know what? I'm gonna take a wild guess because I wasn't watching SmackDown. Damian Sandow?
Whatever happened with his?
He cashed it on Cena and lost.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
No, it was Daniel Bryan came to the ring after Big Show clubbed Mark Henry.
Yeah.
And he's knocked out.
Oh, okay. See.
And then they ring the bell. He rolls over. It takes him like a minute to roll over Mark Henry, who's on his stomach. And then he pins him 1, 2, 3. And then Teddy Long comes out and tells him he wins the World Heavyweight Championship. Teddy Long's like, sorry, Mark Henry was not cleared to wrestle. He was injured at the time. He was a champion that was injured. So unfortunately, player, you did not win the title.
But they've done that before when a wrestler's injured and he get cast in.
Of course. I think one of them had a cast on once.
Well, I wonder how long after that Daniel Bryan cashed in on a passed out Big Show.
A passed out Big Show. Yeah.
That's
well,
a
obviously
good one.
went on to beat Mark Henry and then won the title, and then I guess that's when Daniel Bryan cashed in. So it's kind of weird.
I wasn't watching SmackDown at the time, but they were still doing dual brand pay-per-views. And I remember showing up to Buffalo Wild Wings where we used to watch the pay-per-views.
Yeah.
And I got there first, and we didn't really care about I think we only cared about 1 or 2 matches for this pay-per-view. I don't remember which one it was. Someone could look it up because I know what it was. It was a cage match between Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan was already the champ, so he cashed in on Big Show. Daniel Bryan versus Big Show and Mark Henry in a cage match. And Daniel Bryan escaped the cage and won. And I think that's the first time he did the yes thing. Because it wasn't a yes chant. He just won, and he was like, yes! And he was a heel. And he was like, yes! Like, just so dramatically, and it was hilarious. But, yeah. I don't know. Maybe it was like Night of Champions or some crap like that, but...
Maybe.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
I wasn't watching SmackDown then, so, but, yeah, good job there.
Yeah.
All right, before we get to fan questions, we have 2 5-star reviews from iTunes.
Nice.
Or actually, this is
There's
Facebook.
one from Facebook.
This is Facebook. Yeah, sorry. Joel Montez, best podcast ever. The guys are great, and the content is amazing. God bless and peace out. This next one's from Michael Johnson. I've been listening to this podcast for about 8 months now, and each episode makes me excited for Wednesdays. This podcast helps keep up with both behind-the-scenes and on-screen stories. If you're getting bored of how wrestling is on TV, listen to this cast. It helps you watch it with a different perspective and builds entertainment. Keep up the good work, y'all.
Hey, we're y'all.
That's the only time I'll say y'all.
Yeah.
If I'm reading a 5-star review.
Yeah.
Right?
I won't even say it. I can't. So.
You just did.
Damn it.
All right, on to fan questions. Our first question is from Eric Slamilton Hamilton.
What?
He says, does Joe know how to make chicken soup, and can he bring me some?
Aw. And no.
Hey, Eric, why don't you ask your wife, buddy? Okay? There's plenty of chicken soups that you just dump in a pot, and that's it.
What wives are for. And husbands.
That's racist.
Next.
Oh, okay, good. Caleb Stuckey, do you think any Money in the Bank contract will ever be cashed in on the IC champion? They could do it since the Raw title isn't on the show 5 times. It's only on the show 5 times a year.
If they were to ever do it,
yeah,
they would do it right now.
Right.
Trying to say that it's the better title.
I think you should be able to. I think you should be able to cash it in on whatever you want. I remember the first Brothers of Bash WrestleMania prediction video we did for YouTube. I joked that Ziggler would because the WrestleMania match, Ziggler had the briefcase, but him and Big E were trying to beat Daniel and Kane for the tag titles. I was going to say they lose, but then they beat him up, and then Ziggler cashes in for the tag titles and wins. But obviously, thank God they didn't do that because he had one of the biggest pops of all time.
Of all time. To a face Alberto Del Rio. Right.
Yeah. Pop Culture Junkie, Pushfire Barry. Kevin Owens losing the Universal title to Goldberg.
Oh, God.
What is this? Are we pushing what's the worst one?
Yeah. No, we're pushing. No, keep going.
Okay.
I'll tell you.
CM Punk losing the WWE title to The Rock.
Mm-hmm.
And Nia Jax losing to Ronda Rousey at Money in the Bank. Now, it hasn't happened yet. But if it does, I would push that. Nia's a terrible wrestler. She's terrible.
Yeah.
So push
I would fire Owens losing to
Yes.
Goldberg.
That's like my worst moment in wrestling history, I think.
So bad.
It's so
in like
bad.
8 seconds or whatever it was.
Right. And Barry
And then
Punk
Barry
losing to The
Punk,
Rock. Yeah. Jason Deerham seeing Vince change Nakamura's song because he doesn't want the crowd to sing along to a heel's theme. When Bobby Roode turns heel, will they have a Japanese guy rap Glorious?
Well done.
It's very well. Yeah, it's very good. And
Well
probably. Double G Gaming F Mary Kill from 1999. Sable, Terry Reynolds, and Deborah.
That's a tough one because Sable in her heyday was gorgeous. Then when she came back, she was like very plastic.
Yes.
Terry Reynolds, I never loved, and Deborah's kind of gross. So I'm gonna, and this is a F marry kill. I couldn't marry. I'd have to marry Sable.
Okay.
Because she's like better to be with long term.
You think because she's
I guess.
fine with just living in the mountains with Lesnar now?
I guess. I won't
All right.
make her do that.
Well, this is 99 Sable, though.
I think I would F
I think marrying
Deborah.
Sable in 99, I don't know.
No?
No, I'd F Sable. I would marry Terry and kill Deborah. Yeah.
Kill Deborah for sure.
She just has the legs and the boobs, but like her face was never good.
Eesh.
Don't talk about my wife, you piece of trash.
All
You mean
so
the
who's your
ex-wife that you punched?
Austin?
Yeah.
That you punched?
Oh, hey, let's forget this whole thing ever happened.
Moving on.
The reason he said that is because it didn't. Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Was never married to her.
Chris Leahy, Pushfire Barry.
Jesse. Yeah.
You're going to love this one. Just kidding. Xavier Woods, Elias, and Bobby Roode.
Okay, good. No, I like this. Push. Ooh.
Push a heel Bobby Roode. You have to. A heel Bobby Roode is better than anyone. Heel Bobby Roode from NXT.
I would push Elias.
No.
I love Elias right now.
Okay, fine.
Barry Roode and then fire Xavier, who I think is going to be amazing. That's a
I
tough
would
one.
push Roode,
Yeah.
Barry Xavier, and fire Elias just because I had to. Had to fire one of them. I like all three of these guys.
Wow.
But you're asking me to fire one.
Yeah.
New kidney guy. This is a good one. What the fuck's going on? It's kind of why we have a podcast, but yeah.
Yeah.
Duly
Just
noted.
listen, but duly noted.
Yeah.
God.
Jeremy, what does Stone Cold think of Enzo's new single?
I think it's a piece of crap.
I mean, what else would Austin say
Yeah.
about
I'm not a fan of rap music. I like country, you know. I lost my pickup truck. I drink beer and I cry at night.
right? That's pretty much all country music.
Oh my God. I went to this concert by the river.
Yeah.
The Whitewater Amphitheater.
Uh-huh.
It's in kind of near New Braunfels or whatever.
Yeah.
And this guy, Cody Johnson, who, I'm not a country fan. I didn't know who it was. Apparently that's like saying, I don't know who Billy Joel is living in New York. But like, he's just, and every song was, he's like this. This is how he would get pops from the crowd.
I love this. If you're
Anybody start drinking early tonight? Everybody said, yes.
Yeah.
Hey, anybody out there own a truck?
Oh, my God.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Who out there loves air? Who breathes air? Do we have any human beings in the crowd tonight?
Yeah.
Hey, let me tell you something. Raise a glass and shout if you love Texas.
Right.
I mean, they're just the cheapest
It's
pops
the Mick Foley
in the world.
Mick Foley, 101 cheap pops.
So he's like, hey, I'm going to sing a song about my truck if that's all right.
No.
And he's like,
No,
well, I
stop
got
it.
a truck and I don't give a fuck about anything.
No, so hold on.
Just me and my truck.
So this was about
Go on a look.
This was about 6 months ago. Me and Eric were at, there's a brewery that's like 5 minutes from where I live.
I still don't know where that is. I don't understand.
It's not hard.
Okay.
That's anyways, the brewery it got replaced by a different brewery, but the brewery at the time would always play country music outside. So we would always be inside because I hate country music. But as we're walking to our car, like the country music's playing, and I just this is my other friend Eric, not Hamilton. I just start singing this song, like making up lyrics, and I'm like, I got 4 kids and I live in the truck. Oh, fuck.
Yeah. It's every song.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
It's bad. Last
My
question.
dog ran away. My wife said she's gay. But I don't care. Because I lost my hair and I'm drinking.
That's pretty good, yeah.
a beer.
I mean, it's terrible. It's a pretty good impression of shitty country music. Yeah. Noah Kuntz. Kuntz, right? Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
What's a match that everyone loves that you're personally not a big fan of and is slightly overrated? What? What do you have?
DX versus Benoit, where Benoit wins the title at WrestleMania. Everybody loves that match and says, oh my God, Benoit should go over. I hated that match. I hated that HBK freaking bladed and that he wasn't even involved in the finish. And then Triple H gets he taps. Oh, it's just awful.
Oh, I thought he meant a match type, but he didn't say that. I guess he does mean what's a match that everyone loves. Jeez, I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, last man standing, if that's the case.
Yeah.
You have to count to 10 every time.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not good. Yep. I'll go with that for match type. Is that good? That is all for fan questions. Before we go off the air here.
Wrap it up.
I don't know if podcasts, air, whatever. That's like a radio term.
Yeah.
Before we wrap it up, I don't know how I'm going to transition into this. But anyways, look, I want to lose weight.
Hey, goals. Hashtag goals.
Hashtag goals.
Yeah.
This would be much better if we had a sponsor for weight loss. But anyways, I've been wanting to lose weight for a while now, want to get back to the normal Andrew Pisano.
There are videos of us as the Bunny Boys.
Yeah.
Where Andrew's got some killer abs.
I see that.
And it seems like that's
I forgot I had abs.
That's really not that long ago.
Yeah. It was a few years ago.
Yeah.
So I want to do it, and I want to do it on the podcast for accountability purposes. So that if I fail, I'll be humiliated.
Basically asking the fans
Yes.
for help.
Yes.
Which is kind of cool.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah. Let's get healthy.
Yeah. Let's do it. So I want to start off by trying to lose 5 pounds every week for the next 10 weeks. And then after we'll reevaluate it because eventually it gets harder to lose that much weight in a week, Mm-hmm. So I'm going to try that 5 pounds every week for 10 weeks. And what do you think my punishment for not losing the weight should be? Like I can't do the podcast? Let's give it some real stakes so that I have to lose the weight because I can't not do the podcast. That would kill me. So
okay, that's a big one.
Yeah.
You'll have to lose the weight.
Mm-hmm.
Or I got to figure all this shit out. What goes where?
I mean,
are we starting right now?
Be here. I'll just sit in the corner.
Are we starting right now?
Yeah, I'm going to weigh
myself.
myself.
You'll show up. You'll weigh in.
We'll do it at the end of every show.
If it's not...
well, we're doing it at the end right now.
So then next week's you're guaranteed in.
Yeah.
But then the following week, we don't know.
Right.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to weigh myself right now.
All right.
I want to prove to everyone who's watching...
There's no scale here.
That we do have a scale.
It's a piece of
cardboard. This is a
cardboard.
real scale. There are batteries in it.
There are batteries in the scale.
It works. And look, I have clothes on, and these, shorts, they add like 20, 30 pounds easily. So just remember that.
Easily.
All right, here we go. Let's see what it says. I can't hold the microphone otherwise. All right.
It's blinking.
What do we got?
311.6.
All right, mark it down. Mark it down.
Got it.
Okay, good. All right, so that means next week at the end of the podcast,
I really wish you started 5 pounds heavier.
Ooh. Why?
Well, if you don't know why, I don't even think you're a fan of mine to begin with.
I'm so sorry that I'm not 5 pounds fatter.
316. Because Andrew 316 says, I better lose weight or I can't do the podcast.
There you go.
311. I think we'll remember 311. Yeah.
All right. So next week I have to be
306.
5 pounds less. Whatever that is.
306.6.
Someone do the math. I don't know. I don't know.
306.6.
We better double check that.
How about we will allow for so let's say you lose, because I know when we both kind of go on like binges of dieting, like we drop quick.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe your safety net could be, it has to be 5 pounds per week.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, if you lose 9 pounds next week,
yeah,
like as long as you cover the next week's one, that makes you
all
safe.
Right, I like that. Sure.
Because you're still losing 50 pounds over 10 weeks
right.
that way.
Yeah. All right.
But if you ever fall behind,
right,
yeah.
Then I can't.
I don't want to make that a crutch, though, to where it's like, oh, I was already down 10.
I know. But
so you got to be careful.
Yeah.
But you know how hard it's going to get after like week 5 or 6 and 7 once you lost some of the bulk. So
That's
anyway,
why I think after 10 weeks we have to reevaluate it because
we'll evaluate it.
maybe 3 pounds a week.
But
after
5
that.
pounds a week is that's the goal. It's tough.
Yeah.
That's not an easy goal.
So we'll see what happens.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Roasted chicken.
That's right. Yeah.
Roasted chicken.
Good enough. Yeah. So anyways, until next week, make sure you subscribe to our podcast and give us a 5-star review. Check out our official website, what'swrongwithwrestling.com. Like the show on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Wrong Wrestling. We have t-shirts available at prowrestlingtees.com/what'swrongwithwrestling for just $19.99.
Boom.
And you can become a supporter of the show at patreon.com/what'swrongwithwrestling for the NXT podcast.
Yeah.
All the pay-per-view recaps.
Yep.
And the bonus ones. Really, the bracket. Everyone wanted us to do another bracket. We did the theme song one, so check that out.
Yeah, it's really fun. Fun to do. Fun surprise ish winner. I don't know. I mean, like it worked out. Like we had to go democracy, and there's 3 of us, and we got a winner.
Yeah, and if you join Patreon and listen to it, tell us who you think, what song you think should have won. Maybe you agree with us, maybe you don't.
Right.
And maybe we left some songs out that should have been in the bracket.
Maybe.
I don't know. It's tough. We had 64. And I'm like currently thinking, well, that song should be in there. But it didn't win, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah.
Right.
So we'll see you next week.
Bye.
See you later.
What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling. Oh no. And he's always right. Don't you dare have a different opinion. He sounds like Stone Cold Steve Austin. It kinda looks like Kevin Owens. Dean Ambrose is in his daydreams, and Charlotte is in his sex dream. What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling. Oh no. Obnoxious, crazy, loud, egocentric, no doubt that's Joe. Self-proclaimed strongest and best-looking man in the world. Loves wrestling, but only part-time. Strong, big players, pretty sublime, yeah. What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling, oh no. Eric's third most loved, and he can't really hold in his piss. He made hashtag push Eric, yeah, we'll push him off a cliff. He doesn't think Stacey Kubler is that high, and we almost forgot Josh. He's just a troll. What's wrong